Could time stop without you ever knowing? I'm going to ask you a question that sounds impossible. If time stopped completely, would you even know? Most people immediately say yes. Of course I would know. Everything would freeze. People would stop moving. Cars would stop. Birds would freeze in the sky. But what if I told you something strange? If time actually stopped, you would not notice a single thing. Not because it happened too fast. Not because you were distracted. But because noticing anything at all requires time itself. So the real question is this: if you can't notice time stopping, could it happen without anyone ever realizing? Let's think about it. Imagine you are sitting exactly where you are right now. You are watching this video. Then, at this exact moment, time stops. Not for 1 second, not for 1 year, but for 1 trillion years. Now ask yourself, what would that actually feel like? Would you feel frozen? Would you feel trapped in darkness? Would you be aware that you are waiting? Your instinct says yes. But here is where things break down. Your brain creates every thought using electrical signals. Those signals move between billions of neurons. And those signals require time to travel. Without time, nothing moves. No signal fires, no thought forms, no memory appears, no awareness exists. Your heart cannot beat, your lungs cannot breathe, light cannot travel, sound cannot move. Even atoms stop changing. Nothing is happening. But here is the strange part. If nothing is happening, then there is no moment for you to experience it, which means you cannot feel the pause. You cannot realize anything stopped. Now imagine something even stranger. After 1 trillion years, time starts again. What do you experience? Do you remember waiting? No. Do you feel the time passing? No. Do you feel older? Not at all. From your point of view, it feels like no time passed at all. It is exactly like blinking. 1 moment, then the next. Except, between those 2 moments, 1 trillion years disappeared, completely unnoticed. Now this sounds like science fiction, but it reveals something important about reality. Everything you experience depends on change. A heartbeat, a blink, a thought, a memory. All of them require time. Without time, nothing can change. And without change, nothing can be experienced. Scientists describe time as one of the fundamental parts of the universe. Without it, cause and effect disappear completely. A match cannot light. A star cannot shine. Rain cannot fall. Nothing can begin. Nothing can end. Reality simply cannot unfold. Now here is the deeper question. If time stopped, and nobody could think, move, or remember, did it actually stop in any meaningful way? Or does stopping time only make sense if someone is there to experience it? Maybe asking what happens when time stops is like asking what is north of the North Pole. The question itself might not work. But here is what should stay with you. If a trillion-year pause feels identical to no pause at all, then how would you ever know if it already happened? Maybe between every second of your life, there are pauses longer than the entire history of the universe. Maybe reality has stopped countless times and restarted instantly, without leaving any trace. Because from your perspective, the next moment is always just the next moment. So here is the final question. If something leaves no memory, no evidence, and no possible way to detect it, did it ever happen at all? Or is reality far stranger than we are able to understand?